Well, guys, today I'm going to show you how to reverse engineer a program. Now, this is our program in source code in C++, right? We have include windows.h, using namespace std, integer main, which is the main function, when.exe, then we're telling it to run notepad and show the window normally, and then just exit. So, I've already created this and turned this into an exe. I opened it in IDAPRO. Now, if you notice, here is the program, right? And here we see Notepad, right? And here, Notepad. Then we see the call when.exe, which is exactly how we run Notepad, is that way. I mean, the rest of it is kind of not really mattering, but if you notice, you can see that the function when.exe, you can see that. And you can see that there's our notepad. I mean, you can tell what it's running now. I mean, it's that simple with an easy program like this. The rest of it, doesn't really mean a whole lot. I mean, it does, but it's not really as important as the main thing is right here. It's a notepad, and we just, even if we didn't have this, we would know that it's probably going to open up Notepad because we got Notepad here, and then we got when.exe function, which is basically the ability to run anything on Windows. And it's located in the kernel32.dll file. And it automatically knows to call this when we do that. Very simple. I mean, it's easy. This is a simple program to reverse engineer. There are other ones that probably won't see the call function because it's a customized function. But you can kind of figure it out by what it does here. And you just got to kind of peck around, sometimes look around and see, hey, what does this do? What does that do? And it's all a learning experience. And you can never, if you don't have the source code to something, you can kind of guess what the source code is from this, and that's about all you can do. Because you can't get it exactly the same way as the person wrote it originally, or at least the source code. And I wouldn't even try. But at least we know that even if we didn't have the source code, I would see that, and I would see this, and I would know that it runs Notepad. Very simple. Windows stores most of its stuff in DLLs, and we have our imports, and we should have, when.exe from import library kernel32. Yep, simple as that. And you get functions and all that stuff. And you can learn how to look at all this stuff. And here's another function, when.exe. Yeah, same thing. Strings. And what do we have for our strings? We have Notepad. Wow, that's a string. Ooh, wee, look at that. Kind of impressive, eh? And that's pretty much all you really need to know about all this. And it's not really that difficult to reverse engineer a program. It's just when you have more lines of code, that just means you got more crap to look at, more of this code to look at, and more of it to try and figure out. And if you don't know the function, or in this case, if it's a custom function, it's probably just going to say like subroutine whatever, instead of actually saying when.exe. But since it recognizes that it's a call from kernel32, it knows what function it is. But if it was a custom-made function, then it would probably just show like sub something rather like this. It would kind of show up like that. But, that's as simple as it is. And thanks for watching.